We are remembering that we are divine, limitless potentials, having a divine, human, galactic being, etheric presence, limitless potentials presence. Dream. Y'all, I got a migraine that's coming on. It's because I'm going through energetic healing and things, soul healing. So migraine, but I was like, I'm still gonna go live tonight. My name is Ashley-Nicole. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. I heal myself through my inner space, using my connection to the oneness of all things, my shaman mama capabilities, shamanism, ESP, psychic abilities, mediumship, channeling, to heal my inner space. And I share my healing energies and wisdoms, from all throughout God's creation, multiverse, the oneness of all things, most commonly termed God, Shekinah, Hashem, Allah, Prime Source, and Most High, and many other things, Brahman, as well as Brahman, as many other things within our paradigm, synaptical acceptance, collective mass acceptance of reality of the self. King of Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. Timeless catalogs, over 700 transmissions, our channel wisdom, support, healing frequencies, uplifting frequencies from ancestral forces, from all over God's creation, existential wisdoms, fundamental nature, wisdoms, remembrance, limitless remembrance. Channel these wisdoms and frequencies into the podcast to assist us as we awaken in the masses to the remembrance that we are multidimensional, we are limitless, we are one with all things. We are created to be divine remembrance, that all is one. Lead our lives with an inquisitive disposition to create more wellness, balance, joy, abundance, happiness through the remembrance, the journey of remembering, coming into greater conscious awareness, as well as conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. Again, King of Things podcast is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. It is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. Let me grab the chicken. We're cooking a dish tonight. Magic meal solid first. Magic meal solid first. Hey, Magic meal solid first. I also have a cooking channel, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. It is available to stream for free on YouTube. I intuitively cook whatever the ancestors told me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. We're making our pantry Chinese takeout tasty. It's takeout tasty. Like, baby, this is Chinese takeout tasty dish. You know, when you get Chinese food, you take out Chinese food, how it's so flavorful and delicious. That's how this dish is. And it's made from pantry, baby, what we got in the house. We're about to make this Magic meal solid first. Let me grab the chicken breast, y'all. Let me grab this chicken breast. Chicken breast. Got a little migraine. Been healing today. Y'all see what Trump been up to? Y'all see what Trump been up to? As below, so above. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is our mirror. Pope Leo. Roman Catholic, Vatican Pope. Roman Catholic Pope, Vatican Pope. Pope Leo. He's been prophesying, baby, sending messages to Trump like, hey, Trump. Chill, Trump. Calm down, Trump. This is the second coming of Christ, Trump. We're supposed to go inside and remember we're one with all things, Trump. Right? Right. Things, you know, this wisdom, similar, baby, mirroring wisdoms that I share on my podcast, as well as my healing channel, Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream on YouTube. But we do powwow sessions over there. We just did a powwow session last week, Facebook Community Live. If you wanted to watch a rerun of the Facebook Community Lives, you can go to my music channel page, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. You'll see my melanated face, big afro. There's a few Ashley-Nicole Musics on YouTube. My melanated face, big afro, the profile picture. Subscribe. Go to the playlist section. You can catch up on all the Facebook Community Live postings, transmissions. So we did a powwow session last week. We calm the ancestors, calm the inner space with ancestral forces, channel wisdoms, divine remembrances, fundamental existential nature, remembrances. Pope Leo was like, baby, Trump, calm down. We're all one. Like, been telling the world, like, hey, Trump's not your martyr. He's not your victimizer. He's not your hero. He's a mirror of he's a magnifying glass mirror of the energies that we hold, the imbalances that we hold. Now, the conversations that we have around all the things that go on in our reality manifest the evolution of our human culture, of our galactic presence, of our galactic culture. I was going to say, if y'all want the specifics to this dish, y'all got to go to Magic Mills, but I'm not going to be stingy. Y'all can go watch the reruns on Magic Mills, or go watch the Magic Mills production. I'm not going to be stingy with the recipe. Let's get some water in our pan. Because I don't really want to, because we talked about Trump a couple times. He's sending the troops out to Portland. And I was like, so when's the last time this happened? Because this happened before in U.S. history, where the president, the White House sent like troops out to the streets of the U.S. citizens' home, out into the streets of America. And I remember militiamen. I gotta look up militiamen when I get off of here. I remember militiamen because that's gonna tell me a lot. Now I remember militiamen. But my soul guided me to the 4th Amendment of our Constitution. The 4th Amendment says there's no, our persons are protected, our homes, our things are protected against illegal seizures. Illegal meaning without a warrant. Due cause. So you just out here in the street snatching folks up without warrants and shit. Baby, that's illegal. 4th Amendment. Now, we've done this before. I just remember, history class, I remember learning about militiamen. That's when we talked about how troops being sent onto the streets. But we don't want it. We don't like it. But I watched enough Law & Order SVU to know, baby, if you don't have a warrant, get out my face. Get out my face. If you don't have a warrant, get up out my face. My motherfucking face. Okay? Baby, you don't got a warrant? Baby, you came up here without a warrant? Baby, good motherfucking luck with your case. Good luck. So we sending folks out here like that. We do, like we just forgetting the Constitution, but we're not, because there's a lot of legal pundits, political analysis, legal pundits that are like, "This is a no-go. This is illegal. It's illegal. What he's doing is illegal." we have a fourth Amendment. It's illegal. You're doing it's illegal. It's against our constitutional rights. Against our Bible. The Constitution is basically our country's Bible, and you're like, you're going against our country's Bible. Just whoa. It's illegal, sir. So we had to get that update on Trump, baby. And my spirit was like, my soul was like, Ashley, just baby, watch it. Garner the wisdoms, do the soul healing, stay heart centered to be a frequency of remedy. But like all of this is divinely orchestrated for divine evolution and growth, mass awakening of the human being. We say no more. This enough. We start talking. Continue to talk. Voice our voices, our minds, body, soul, spirits, to manifest what we actually want to experience, to manifest our soul remembrance, awakening, that we are one with limitless potential, so we can remember how powerful we are to co-create our realities. Co-create this reality. Co-create that reality. Sending troops into the streets and things. Don't like it. Trying to illegally deport people. Don't like it. My soul guided me to a treaty that we have with Guatemala. We have a treaty with Guatemala. And Trump, we talked about a couple hours ago, Trump tried to, the White House tried to load, in the middle of the night, try to load some Guatemalan children back on the plane and send them back to Guatemala. My soul guided me to, we have an actual treaty with Guatemala. And the treaty is like, hey, if people that come over there, they get due process. Just like people come over here from the United States, they get due process. Like, it's a whole thing. They get an attorney, they get a process to see are they going to stay in the country or are they going to be deported. So there's that. And like, baby, they load the plane up, so I'm trying to send children back without their attorney's consent. Like, baby, the parents are, you know, their parents send them over here to have a better life. Load the plane up, send the kids back, like without a judge or like court order, without court orders and things, without attorney's consents. And they had to pull an ER judge allegedly, because that's not the right term. They had to pull an ER judge allegedly about the bed. They signed a subpoena so the plane couldn't take off. So there's that going on. We got people in the streets like snatching up people, put them in alligator Alcatraz. You actually called it alligator Alcatraz, where you putting people in concentration camps, basically. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Luckily, we have beautiful state officials that are on top of it. They're doing everything that they can to, baby, get this together, clean it up, take it down, tear it down, tear it down, take it down, put it down. Putting like pulling people about the streets and put them in these concentration camps. Basically, we don't like it. We don't like it at all, because they have due process. Go look at the treaties. Go look at the Constitution. Due process. Due process. Thank you. Due process. Due process. And I went to school with kids. Some of their parents, some of their family weren't legal citizens, weren't legal U.S. citizens. And we would have these conversations in middle school about things like this. And they would get pissed and turned up. And I had a conversation with one of my close friends. She was my close friend. And she had to school me, because I was just regurgitating what I was hearing in the world. She was like, no, Ashley, we pay our taxes, we work, we do these things. We're not legal citizens. There's ways that we do pay our taxes, but we're just, some of us just aren't legal citizens. I was like, thank you so much for schooling me, baby. I had spiritual wisdom just activated. I was like, thank you. This is the 6th grade. So we got to be careful of just regurgitating what the world is hearing and go into our inner space and actually pray about these things, meditate, and get our divine guidance about what we need to understand for our soul's evolution to be a healing frequency, to uplift the reality. Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 Prophecy. By the year 2033, we will be in the state of conscious awareness, conscious expansion, spiritual awakening, to remember that we are a human culture. We are a human culture of planet Earth. With no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. A type 1, type 2, type 3, Kardashev scale colony. It's a divine revelation I got from the Spirit. It's also an ancient prophecies and prophesied. It's resurrected, fulfilled. We're now experiencing the energies of the manifestation of this prophecy in this tangible reality. And that's what all the chaos we're seeing is this reordering, the manifestation, the evolution, rapid evolution we're going through. If you don't know what the Kardashev scale is, I didn't know what it was. I was having a telepathic, multidimensional, extrasensory perception communication with a 10th dimensional collective, interdimensional, extraterrestrial light being collective. I was just healing in an inner space. We were having a really dope conversation. We were healing together. I could tell we were both learning and healing and growing. And they're like, hey, Ashley, do you know what the Kardashev skill is? I said, no. They said, go look it up. And I went to go look it up. And that's how I learned about the Kardashev skill. And I actually channeled the Kingdom Things podcast installment called Kardashev 1,000 Year Prophecy. The prophecy has been expedited because we've been doing a lot of healing. Humanity, planet Earth, beings of planet Earth, beings of galactic creation and beyond. We're doing a lot of healing. So the prophecy has been expedited. And I speak about that in the podcast. Again, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. They're like, do you know what the Kardashev scale is? I was like, nah, I went to go look it up. And the Kardashev scale was channeled by the astronomer Kardashev. My soul says, say channeled, so that y'all know that we gifted this to humanity. The Kardashev scale is an outline of the evolution of a galactic civilization based off of the amount of our own energy in which we're able to utilize towards our growth and evolution and expansion. The divine was like, we gifted y'all this. Interdimensional, extraterrestrial, omnipotent, universal forces are like, we get to you this humanity so that y'all understand that y'all have a benevolent disposition to grow and evolve limitlessly, infinitely. Kardashev scale, go look it up if you feel called, pulled to it. So we're going to be a type 1, type 2, type 3, Kardashev scale colony. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Linear time, the way we perceive it, by 2033. Linear time, the way we perceive it, it is a paradigm, a tool, a resource for the way we experience this reality. But it's understanding that we can definitely, easily, with prayer meditation, easily step outside of space and time. How, Ashley? Reality is really vibrational frequencies. And we know this through our sciences, quantum mechanics, quantum physics. Reality is really vibrations. So if you raise your vibrations and align to the energies, set your intentions to align to the energies of whatever you're trying to create, whoever you're trying to be, setting our intentions to be who we were created to be on a soul level, a goddess level before we incarnated. Setting these intentions to align with the frequencies, the thought patterns, the way of being, to be our most abundant limitless potentials, to evolve into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of our most abundant limitless potentials. This is what we were created to do. Evolve limitlessly into more wellness, balance, conscious awareness, conscious remembrance of our divine existence, our existential nature. So setting these intentions in prayer meditation, which brings me to the Facebook community live call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 2 hours a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers because they will show, they will come. Your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to you. Nonetheless, validate yourself in your knowings, the wisdoms you get. Like I just had a weird psychic sensation, like it was visions. I was feeling stuff and I just had a remembrance. And I got the message loud and clear. Validate your messages, validate your wisdoms loud and clear, soul's wisdoms loud and clear to make the journey into greater conscious awareness as well as conscious embodiment of your limitless goddess presence, a more joyful, well-balanced journey, a journey that you welcome. You know, understand you were existentially created to be and do. So, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. How actually raising our vibrations so we're becoming the future human in the present moment. We're becoming the humans that we would have been in 1,000 years in the present moment by matching the energetic frequency of where humans of 1,000 years reside. Being that energy now to manifest principle of correspondence as below, so above. The energies we embody manifest our reality. To manifest the us of the future in the present moment, to manifest the human culture, galactic being culture, planet Earth, galactic culture of the cosmos, galactic culture of divine presence in the now moment by holding the frequencies of vibrations of these realities of this beingness. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, Kardashev scale colony. That's my song, Alive in Peace. Alive in Peace is on A Story Worth Telling, the album. Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. Go to the playlist section. Alive in Peace, A Story Worth Telling. Baby, it's 7+ minutes. I was having a powwow session with Universal Forces. They were like, call us Universal Forces 8 Universes Ascended. So that y'all know, y'all are consciously aware, baby, we've been doing this for a long time. So these universal wisdoms, they were like, channel these, this spoken word and put it on a song. We got Alive in Peace. I'm living my most abundant reality. Bench pressing these blessings, miracles. Archimedes with the elixir, real spiritual. Divine channel, i.e. apothecary, coming with these source codes. That's Alive in Peace. That's like the first 5 seconds. It's like I said, it's 7 minutes long. It's a really beautiful healing affirmation record. To just like let it play and just like raise your vibrations and heal your soul, spirit to conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of your limitless, omnipotent, wise, beautiful, abundant, divinely created, divinely intelligent, divinely abundant, divinely well balanced presence. As universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. Right? So we're like, we don't want none of this. We don't want the military in the streets. We don't want people getting thrown in concentration camps, alligator Alcatraz, and every other ice camp there is. We don't like it because we're all human beings. We're all one energy. We don't like that shit. We don't like it. We don't like it. Let's stop with the bullshit excuses. Oh, they're stealing our jobs. Oh, they're doing this or doing that, baby. Reality is malleable. Whatever job you want, you pray about it and watch that thing manifest and appear. Reality is infinite. I don't want to hear that bullshit. We don't want to hear that no more. We're more intelligent than this. We're activating. We're more divinely intelligent. Whatever we want, we pray and meditate and just expect for it to come. And lead our lives with as much joy and wellness, understanding that every moment of our lives is a part of our evolution to embodying the us we want to be, to having, being, living, creating the reality we want to live. We're more divinely intelligent than these bullshit as excuses we've been feeding ourselves for the last millennia. Tell me they're selling our jobs. We know through quantum mechanics, reality is infinite. And you don't like picking avocados. And whatever else job, baby, you know, you not doing that. So stop it. Please stop with please stop it with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit, okay? And I would talk about this too, because the same people say, oh, they're selling our jobs, build the wall. The same people that every Friday night when their family goes out to eat, they're going to a Mexican restaurant. They're going to an El Salvadorian restaurant. They're going to a Guatemalan cuisine restaurant. Same people built the wall. All that stuff. They still in our jobs. Same folks. Shit. Go to Cabo for break. We're going to Cabo. Oh, they're not. Baby, get that, baby. That passport ain't gonna do shit, baby. See, you know, and see if karma hit our asses. We trying to go to Cabo and shit. Oh, you wanted to build the wall, baby. We don't accept y'all's passport are no good over here. No bueno. No bueno. You can't come in here. Baby, you be upset, right? You thought you was going to Cabo, you be upset, right? Okay. Okay, garner that wisdom. Like, how do you feel treating other people the same way? They're trying to come over here a better life. Opportunities. You want to go to Cabo and get pissed. Cause you know, if you were to get turned around, you would get pissed off. Because you're trying to go to Cabo. You know, it's just like, can we just use our common fucking balance sense? You would be upset. So, hey, have some compassion about people coming over here for a better way of living. You just trying to go on fucking vacation. They say, no bueno. No bueno. You know, if the sentiments were turned around, be pissed the fuck off. Right? So let's just lean into the wisdoms. Lean into the wisdoms and meditate on the wisdoms and get the thought patterns that are aligned with the wisdoms. Wisdoms. Now, I was reluctant to talk about this. I was reluctant to talk about this because we're in the thrust of it. We right in the thrust of it. Epstein cases, Epstein files. Epstein cases, Epstein files, Epstein victims. I want to do a precursor. I'm saying this for soul healing, soul liberation for everybody. You know, to give the wisdom so that we're not walking around calcified as a fraction of our limitless potentials because we're so steeped in a belief system or trauma loops of our experience instead of allowing ourselves to garner the wisdoms from our experience to grow and evolve rapidly into our limitless potentials, divine potentials, to meet the No Death, the King of Things podcast 2033 prophecy, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, type 1, type 2, type 3, Kardashev skill, colony. First off, I was watching a video earlier, one of the victims. We had the same last name, Phillips. So I was like, whoa. So I felt that energy. I was like, whoa, whoa. Because we're all truly one energy. We're each other's mirrors, right? So we had the same last name. So I was like, whoa. Great. So everything in reality is a mirror, right? I was like, whoa. So she was talking about her experience with Epstein and how her and her friend, like 6 of her friends, went to Epstein's house. I want to be respectful, but I want to be funny at the same time, and I want to be honest. We're going to get to we're going to say all the divine wisdoms and everything. Because Spirit wanted to see, like, there's spiritual forces that want to see, do y'all all have the same disposition? Like, they wanted to see our contrast. Because she was like, me and my 6 friends went to Epstein's house. Now, I haven't talked to my girl group like that in a while. When this universally aligned, stars aligned, we're going to come back together. We're going to kick it. Just like that one movie, Girls Trip. But it's not just like it, but something like it. But we're going to be like, hey, we haven't seen each other in a long time. It's been years. Let's get together. Let's do something. And I pray about it. I know it's going to happen when it's divinely aligned, divinely timed. Baby. And I know, and I said, God, you know who to put on what spiritual mission. It's like, because everything is to grow and evolve all things. So everything we experience is to grow and evolve our energy, our soul, into more wellness and balance, more divine wisdoms. Take the imbalance, because we came from chaos. You can hear about it in my podcast. We came from chaos, the spirits of chaos, to take the chaos and balance it into wisdoms and wellness. So everything we experience is to balance our energy into more wisdom and wellness. I said, God, you know what souls to put on what assignment. You know how to do that. You round of applause. Like, you know how to do that. She's like, yeah, me and my friends went to Jeffrey Epstein's house. There was a bunch of, I was like, at first I heard that, I was like, She's like, I invited my friends. It's 6 of us who went to Jeffrey Epstein's house. As soon as I heard that, baby, red flags. Red flags. Me and my friends, I don't think we realized it back then, but we had like telepathy, energetic. We was communicating with telepathy because we could just look at each other. We would know, we were like, girl, bitch. We like, just look at each other like this. Like, bitch, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, hell no, we ain't finna go over there. Like, I feel it in my bones. Some shit it ain't right, ain't sitting right. So we had some intuitive like sense, like, but God knows who to put on what mission. I was like, God, you knew not to have me and my girls going to a mission like that. You already knew not to do that. Shoot. I want to start by saying, let's get to the wisdoms first before I get to the jokes. This is sensitive. We're all infinite potentials having a human experience to grow and evolve our energies into more wellness and balance. Whatever we are experiencing, understanding that's just a perspective or a dimension of our soul growth. And allowing ourselves to rise out of victim consciousness. Asking our soul, hey soul, what did I experience this for? What was this supposed to teach me about myself? To garner the wisdoms that you intended to garner on a soul level. That's why you contracted, created the experience on a soul level. For you to garner wisdoms to grow into more wellness and balance. She was like, yeah, me and my girls went to Epstein's house. I was like, God, you know how to put who on what mission. Because I would have, shit, first off, why are we going here? Like, I don't know, shit. Like, now, if I make it to the house, baby, it's a miracle. Because my soul would have kicked me in my motherfucking gut. Say, Ashley, do not go. That's how my soul be working. Like, kick me in the gut. But again, God knows who to put on what assignment. This was this lady's assignment. It's her friend's assignment to go to Epstein's house, to figure wellness and balance. Through their experience, this is rising up into God-Goddess consciousness to garner wisdom, no longer being a victim to reality, but being able to create our reality consciously. I don't want to experience things like this anymore. Okay, garner the wisdoms from it. Ask your soul, why did you experience it? Be the wisdoms so you can evolve past having to manifest these experiences to balance out your energy. I was like, shit. God knows. Because, I've been in a few experiences. And every experience, it never evolved into anything else. Because my soul would kick me in the fucking stomach and be like, hey, Ashley, no. Baby, my soul guidance would be loud. Don't do that. Don't go there. Get the fuck up. Walk away. Leave right now, Ashley. And I'd be, babe, follow my guidance. But what? Everybody's journey's not the same. God knows how to put who on what assignment. It's like... God knows how to put who on what assignment. So I respect the women that had the assignment, Jeffrey Epstein assignment, had to experience that to grow and evolve humanity into more wellness and balance. Because that's one thing I was gifted. My soul God was like, hey, Ashley, and I talk about it in the podcast, like, hey, Ashley, it's only a luck of the draw that it wasn't you in that circumstance. It's only luck of the draw that wasn't your mission. That wasn't your soul's path to have that experience. So I don't say this to be insensitive at all. I just give the wisdoms from my perspective. Because I've never experienced anything like that. Because it never escalated to that. Because my soul kicked me in the stomach. Like, get your ass up and go. I feel like me and my friends had ESP, psychic abilities, because baby, we would look at each other and be like, we know, girl, we finna go, like, bitch, like, they lying. Ooh, what? You. Don't even have to say words, but baby, I hear you, I see you, I perceive what you're saying. It would have been some shit if I made it, me and my friends made it to Jeffrey Epstein's house, don't want to do it, don't want to manifest it. Oh shit, like, I would have became somebody else. Like, oh, you're so beautiful and pretty, trying to push up on me in Epstein's house. I would have turned to Muhammad Ali. I would have turned to Muhammad. You thought, oh, I'm pretty or I'm beautiful? No, bitch. Am I beautiful or am I Muhammad Ali? I say that to say my ancestors would have been prevalent. Baby, we would have been fighting this shit. But took my ass down to SVU, and I would have gave the detectives the first 10 minutes of the next Law & Order SVU case episode. I can't tell y'all anything because it didn't escalate. Because I turned into Muhammad motherfucking Ali, and we started fighting this shit. I had to get the fuck out of there. I had to tell and the one friend that brought us some motherfucking things, we have to have a friend meeting to see if she's still a friend. We gotta pray about it. We gotta pray about this shit. Why the fuck you bring us here, girl? Girl, why the fuck your ancestors didn't kick you in the fucking stomach and tell you don't protect your friends to that motherfucking house? Okay. Oh, okay. You been hanging around with me long enough for some goddamn divine wisdom to rub up on your ass. Why you bring us to this house? I would have took my baby. I would turn to Muhammad and motherfucking Ali. She said there were old men that came in. There were a bunch of old men there. They would have been turned the fuck off. Y'all would have came in there dainty, like you're such a beautiful gazelle. I would have felt that energy, like I would have saw premonitions of the future, like they on some shit. And I would have turned to Muhammad motherfucker. Am I pretty? Bitch, am I pretty? Hoe. Am I pretty, bitch? I would have turned to Muhammad Ali in that bitch. And I would have started throwing hands and shit. Me and my girls like, let's get the fuck out of here. Start throwing hands and shit. And I would have took my ass down to the to the detective's house, to the station, and gave the first 10 minutes of the next SVU episode. I'm gonna tell y'all everything I know, cause I've had premonitions, so nothing didn't go far like that. Thank God, cause God told me, hey Ashley, this is not your mission, it's somebody else's mission. Bless them. They saw the ancestors pray wellness, balance, divine remembrance to all their family, all their lineages, for limitless potentials, abundance, wellness, forevermore, eternally. Actually, that wasn't your mission, so you was only there for a minute. But I'm finna give Dick Wolf the first 10 minutes of the next Law & Order SVU episode. I'm gonna go down to the station. She's gonna be like, ain't shit pop off like that. Cause baby, she was pressing up on me, said I was pretty like a gazelle. I said, am I a gazelle? Or am I Muhammad Ali? And I squared up and I started throwing hands, and they told me I could leave. I wasn't being held hostage, I could leave, so I left. And I took my friends with me. And we had to have a friend meeting about the friend that took us there in the first motherfucking place. Like, bitch, your ancestors didn't kick you in your throat and say, hey, don't take your friends there. Don't you take your ass over there either. We told her, you've been hanging around with us long enough to baby, this divine wisdom to rub off on you. These ancestral wisdoms to rub, African and otherwise ancestral wisdom to rub up on your ass. You've been friends with us long enough to not take us to motherfucking Jeffrey Epstein's. Now, baby, I squared up. And I said, am I pretty like, get it down on the transcription. Detective getting the trend. Am I pretty like a gazelle, bitch? Or am I Muhammad Ali? And I started throwing hands and they told me I could leave. So we left. I say this to say, making light of the circumstances, yes. To allow the victims in every dimension of humanity to raise out of the victim consciousness, or lift up the heaviness of the circumstances, and understanding that everything that takes place is a manifestation of our evolution. And this story that I'm talking about, they were in their 20s. They were grown women. They were like a girl group in their 20s in New York City, and they went to the house. They were 20. That makes it, they were in their 20s. So they were like, it was like a girls' night, or we're going to Epstein's house. Girl, why the fuck you bring us here? First off, right? I'm not victim blaming, victim shaming. I'm just saying that I'm really coming from my perspective because of how I've experienced things. Like, shit, I was like, dang. So I was like, that wasn't your mission, Ashley. That wasn't your mission. Because when I was a sophomore in high school, I had a teacher in high school that was like, I could feel he was pushing up on me. I ain't like it. I ain't motherfucking like it. I'm not saying no names. I ain't like it. He would be asking questions in class like it was a dating, it was like a dating show. I was like, he's like, Ashley, he's like, you from Austin? I'm like, yes. He's like, you live with your parents? I'm 15, sir. Yes, I live with my mom and my sisters. I'm 15 years old. Yes, I do live with my parents. Okay. Give me the eyes, sir. I'm eating my Pop-Tart and trying to finish this worksheet. You can stop looking at me. Right. And he came up to me. He said, hey, Ashley, your report, you didn't type it up. So I can take 5 points off. You can come to my class after school and type it up. So you can have the 5 points. You can have the 5 points. My intuition was telling me, my soul guidance was like, hey, Ashley, nah, something's off. Something real off. I said it to say, I asked my soul, I was like, shit, like, everybody don't got it like that? And my soul's like, no, Ashley, everybody's different. Everybody has their own soul mission for their own soul growth to assist with the growth and evolution of all things. It's like, okay, I perceive. So I had that experience. Had an experience when I went to the club, back when I was in the club, it was like an 18 and up club. I'd be copping, please. It was an 18 and up club. It was not wild. It was on 6th Street. I was to the club with my friend. We had our drinks. I had a margarita on the rocks. We were sitting by the bar, just people watching, drinking our drinks. And this man gonna come up to the bar with 2 drinks. He's looking at us, moving slowly. He set the drinks down, went like this, and walked away. Me and my friend looked at each other, was like, oh, does he expect us to drink them? We're not gonna drink those, sir. No, not even. That same club, it might have been a different night. My friend was being pushed on by an older man. And I was kind of standing across the way. I didn't know if she liked it or not. I just waited a second because he looked Ethiopian. He had pretty skin, curly hair. I was like, she might like it. I don't know. And then I could tell she was looking uncomfortable. So I was like, shit, I got to think on my toes. All 10 of them. Hey, friend, the guys are upstairs. No, they just got here. It's Steven and Mike. Yeah, they just got here. They're upstairs. She's like, oh, yeah, our friends are here. We got to go upstairs. No, our guy friends, they're big, they're swole, they fight. We got to go. Yeah, they're upstairs. I have to think on my fucking toes to get my girl out that predicament. So I've had these experiences in my life. So when I perceive somebody having a total different, like a different experience, like it's different in the way that my experiences didn't escalate like that. Because my inner guidance was like, hey, Ashley, hell no. Hell no. I was gonna go on this date, and I was at the cafe waiting for the guy on the date. And my soul was kicking me the whole way there. My inner guidance was like, hey, my intuition was like, hey, Ashley, no, do not go. And I was sitting at the table at a cafe waiting for the guy to come, and my soul was like, baby, started kicking me in the stomach, saying, Ashley, get up and leave. I got up and left. Sure enough, when I went, I didn't tell him I was leaving nothing. When I went to go look at the messages, he was cursing and things. He was upset that I stood him up. My soul said, get your ass up and go. So I got my ass up and went. I said to say, everybody's mission isn't everybody's mission. Having compassion with the way everybody experiences reality. At the same time, my soul is like, hey, Ashley, y'all are one energy. I channel the Lubavitcher Rabbi and Paramahansa Yogananda. Like, y'all are one energy. How do we are one energy. How do we be our authentic presence? At the same time, holding the wisdoms, being the light that we are so one. We speak our truth and we express our truth. We're to be our healing frequency in reality. I say this not to be insensitive. I'm sharing my perspective, how I'm viewing things. But I also know, hey, that's not your mission. That wasn't your mission. That wasn't your experience to have. And I'm grateful. Right? And I have respect to the women that had the experience, the people that had the experience, because I know how much power comes from experiencing the experiences that we that we intended to experience on a soul level, to grow and evolve our presence into more divine purpose, divine remembrance, limitless potentials. So I'm coming from this perspective. I'm looking at this interview. She's like, yeah, we went to the house at FC's house and it was weird. I was like, whoa, shit. I was like, dang. I was like, yeah. So like that was her purpose. That's part of her divine purpose. Everything we experience is part of our divine purpose to be the healing, the remedy from the wisdoms that we garner from our experiences. I was like, shit. I was like, I don't know if my friend wants me to share this, but I'm not gonna say her name. We're not gonna say her name. We're not gonna put on her first sheet. She was dating a guy. She was seeing a guy, and he wasn't answering his motherfucking phone. I said, "Girl, we can pull up. It's not a thing. Pull up to his house. It's not a thing." She was like, "Yeah, let's go." So we went to go get snacks from 7-Eleven. We went for our stakeout. We went to go get snacks from 7-Eleven. I hope we're not breaking any laws. We went to go get snacks from 7-Eleven for our stakeout, right? And we just sat there for like an hour and a half. I don't remember how long it was, what time it was, but it was after dark, so it was like probably after 8 or 9. The sun was down. We just sitting there eating snacks, chatting and stuff, and just waiting. He never pulled up, so we was like, let's just go. So we just lit. That was that, right? I said this to say we all experience reality in different ways. And I learned a lot about myself, like the contrast to myself. Because I've done a pull-up mission by myself, baby. I pulled up by myself. I wasn't with my friend. Baby, shit got, excuse me my language, things got active. Not very much so, but things got active. I was seeing a guy, right? We weren't official. We weren't officially dating. Like we didn't have a title on it. We dealt with each other for years, but we were like on and off, and we never put titles on it, right? And really that was like soul protection. And me talking about this is soul healing, because this is my life experience. And when I talk about it, get out of my chest, be honest, and I get to garner the wisdoms from my experience. And hopefully me sharing my experience helps you heal your soul and, you know, forgive yourself or garner the wisdoms and evolution from your experiences. So we were seeing each other on and off for a long time, for years. We never had a title on it. And this is why we didn't have a title. I'll be honest. Because it was, okay, I'm going to give you all the existential wisdoms. And I know he's going to see this. He's going to be like, dang, shit. I'm like, yeah, shit. He might see it. He might not. But I feel like he's going to see it. Because it's soul healing for both of us. For, you know, whoever else experiences it. My soul said, Ashley, he was the safest place for you to get the soul evolution that you needed. The soul growth that you needed. He was the safest place for you to experience it. And vice versa. You were a safe place for him to experience soul evolution that he needed. Soul evolution and growth. Like, okay. So we saw each other on and off for years, since like high school, right? But we never put a thing on it. And I'll tell you why. I'm about to start crying. Why, Ashley? It's emotional. I never talked about this. Like, I would never. I'm not gonna cry. We never put a title on it. I'll tell you why, because when we were in high school, I feel like it was junior year, sophomore or junior year. I think it was junior year, sophomore or junior, I don't remember. We actually said that we were committed, like we were a couple, like, or boyfriend and girlfriend. It was like two or three days. As soon as we like said that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, like I was hearing in the spirit heavy, like, hey, he's being infidel. The ancestors were telling me heavy, like, hey, he's cheating. And instead of realizing that I was psychic and connected to the ancestors, I was too pissed off being upset. I was like, he's cheating. He's like, he's texting somebody else. Actually, inner space, like he's texting somebody else. I just knew. The soul, the ancestors were telling me he's texting somebody else. He's texting other girls, actually. I said, why? I was pissed. I was seething. And instead of, because I was unconscious of the fact that I was so connected to divine forces, my ancestors. Instead of realizing, hey, your ancestors are giving you these wisdoms, you're talking to your ancestors, universal forces, your divine presence, I was pissed off. And my soul said, every given moment, every given season, every given reason that I am. My soul said, the way you showed up in that moment actually is how you needed to show up in that season, that moment of your existence. So instead of being pissed off, instead of like, oh shit, I'm connected with my ancestors, they're telling me stuff, I'm psychic, I'm ESP, I'm divine presence, I'm connected to all things. I was like, he's cheating on me. I said, blink. I told him, like, I'm done. Like, I was like, I'm done. It's like, we were together for like 2 days. I was like, I'm done. Baby, next day, he in the hallway with the girl that the universal forces, the ancestors told me he was texting. He was hugged up with her in the next couple of days in the hallway. They were hugged up together. I said, oh, shoot. Instead of realizing how powerful I was just upset. I was like, oof, I was pissed. Sad to say, we were babies. Like, that's high school. We would talk to each other like on it. Ever since then, I didn't want a commitment because I didn't want to hurt. I was protecting my heart. So I was like, no, I don't want a commitment. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get hurt. I was protecting my heart, my soul. So I was like, nah. And spirits, like, y'all weren't meant to like last forever. As hard as it may be, sometimes we have to accept when things aren't meant to last forever the way we want them to with people. Guys, like, for y'all soul journey, y'all's God goddess presence, y'all aren't together. Y'all aren't y'all are platonic presence, divine presence. Y'all are not in a romantic relationship. So like that's another reason why like we were our souls were keeping us like where we were and not escalating, evolving it into more. Our relationship into more. Let me put this chicken in the water. So I did a pull up by myself. And there was this gentleman that I was seeing on and off since high school. But I pulled up by myself, baby. Because we were talking again. We weren't committed, no. But the ancestors were telling me the same thing. He's talking to somebody else, Ashley. You seeing somebody else? And I went online to social media and I found confirmation, evidence of what the ancestors was telling me. Mind you, we're not in a committed relationship, no, but my spirit I was triggered. Go figure. You pulled the trigger. I was triggered. Shout out to Essassani for making them songs. We needed it. I was triggered. I was triggered. So I pulled up to his house at night because I knew where he lived. I said, knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. As soon, baby, unannounced. This is my pull up. Baby, I know I'm sharing this story because I shared my friend's story. I gotta share my story. I did a pull up by myself. I said, knock, knock, knock. He came outside, baby. I tried to hit him. I tried to punch him. Give me a second, yo. I am on live, but were you gonna say something? Okay. I don't need judgment from nobody. I don't need judgment from nobody. I don't need judgment from nobody. My mom does not know this story. And I am living with my mom again. I've been living with her for a few years. It was a part of Divine Orchestration. I talk about it in my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole, available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. Yes, I pulled up by myself. Let me get a leg for my chicken. I pulled up by myself, and I thought it was like I tried to hit him, but my whole body felt numb. My soul was like, you were healing for one, and it was soul protection. Soul healing, soul protection. I tried to hit him in his chest, but I just fell. He just bear hugged me. He's like, Ashley, calm down. I was like, I was just so pissed off. I was so triggered. He just bear hugged me. And then I was just like, shit. Like, I was still weak, so I couldn't hit him. I was like, shit. Mission accomplished? I don't know. I'm just gonna go home. And I just went home. I was like, I don't. So I shared the story when me and my friend pulled up, and I had to share the story when I pulled up for soul healing. What did you learn from these experiences, Ashley? Any given moment, any given season, any given reason that I am taking the condemnation and shame off of the self from everywhere that we've shown up, everything we've experienced. Understanding that everything we experience, whether we termed it good or bad, it was magnificent because it's divine evolution and evolution. We are divine evolution and evolution. And everything we experience is intended to grant us more wisdom, wellness, balance, omnipotent potential, remembrance, embodiment. Pull it up. Yup. You might be like, Ashley, you're a spiritual teacher. I share my spiritual journey. And this is a big thing. This is biblically prophesied Messiah, Mashiach, Kalki. This is a big thing. And I'm gonna share it in some transmissions coming up. It's been a lot of evolution and healing to get up out these paradigms that we created, that we align with when we were asleep. God's like, you have to own who you are. Deep dive into it. Don't run from it. Deep dive into it. Be inquisitive about it because it's you in evolution, and learn and grow from your experience to garner more wisdoms, divine presence, balance, omnipotence, potentials, limitless nature, limitless beingness, God, Goddess presence. So that happened, and I learned that from that whole season of my existence, and the energy still come up. It's like, hey, your soul is healing. Like you're going through healing. You're triggered. You're not upset necessarily. Don't gaslight yourself. You're not upset necessarily. Your soul is healing. You're energetically healing and evolving. Garner, drop to your heart space. Ask yourself, what are these emotions trying to teach you about myself? To garner the wisdoms to grow and evolve into more wellness and balance. Period. I've had to do a lot of healing around this chap, this gentleman, and all the guys that I've dated. I've done a lot of healing around it to garner the wisdoms. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what we were going to talk about. To garner the wisdoms, because when we just leave experiences without running from ourselves, without introspecting, reflecting, which is an infinite journey. Whenever the energies come up, introspecting, reflecting, facing ourselves, to garner the wisdoms from our experiences, no longer being shameful or is resentful, angry about our experiences. Again, feel your emotions, but lean back into the wisdom. Dev, Duda, God-given, lean back into the wisdoms. Hey, so what is this supposed to teach me about myself, about my divine presence, about my divine purpose? Our divine purpose is to exist with an inquisitive disposition, which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, Human Dharmic Purpose. God's like, I created humanity. I created y'all to be limitless potentials. Not only that, I created y'all to be wellness and balance by being inquisitive. By being inquisitive about your experiences, to garner the wisdoms from everywhere you've shown up, every experience you manifested, to grow and evolve your energy into more wellness and balance, to manifest a more limitless, God, Goddess presence you, to manifest a more wellness, balance, creation, reality, matrix, divine realm, planet Earth, lives, lifestyles. I've done a lot of healing around this gentleman, like a lot, because we were on and off for a long time. I actually did a Magic Meals episode where I did a Let Me See Your Plate. Let Me See Your Plate is where I eat food and I talk about whatever spirit puts on my heart. I did a Let Me See Your Plate and I talked about this gentleman and I was like, blessings to his spirit, his evolution, his journey. And all the gentlemen I've dated, the few that I've dated, we get to face ourselves instead of just like running, like facing ourselves. So we don't remain the person that we were in the relationship, or stagnant. We introspect and reflect about the relationships, the relationships we have, the experience, the way we show up. We get to grow and evolve into new dimensions of ourselves, our limitless potentials. To assist with the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy, ancient prophecy. I'm all over the planet. No death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace. No death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, Kardashian scale, type 1, type 2, type 3, galactic, planetary, Earth existence, colony. So you have done a lot of healing around these things. A lot of healing. A lot of soul healing. Because I used to hold a disposition when I was in high school. I just had the thought pattern. It's like, I don't have exes. Why are you trying to hold on to me? I'm not your ex. Why are you trying to hold on to me like that? I don't have exes. And now I have the disposition. I'm growing up, baby. I'm maturing. Maturation. Go, Power Ranger. Because even like the last, baby, I'm just like, this is fresh and new. Like, I've been working on it. Because I've been having these conversations with myself, my interface to ancestral forces. I shared it in the podcast. Kingdom Things podcast, the Ashley-Nicole Phyllis, is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. I've been doing this healing, but I've moved into a dimension where I embrace the love that is every relationship I've experienced. I embrace the love that is everywhere I've ever shown up. Whether I turned it good, bad, indifferent, boring, sad, happy, excited. I embrace when I introspect and reflect, I try my hardest to open my heart space up and embrace what I'm feeling about it to garner the wisdoms. I would never want anyone that I dated to feel like I'm callous and cold and I don't care. I used to kind of hold this disposition. It's not true. I'm super grateful. And my soul told me, like, this is why you came together with this person. This is why you came together with this person. It was universally aligned, God aligned. This is why you did with this person. This is why I did. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the people I came together with and experienced life with, experienced evolution, growth with. You know, kept me. You know, I was kept safe and like out of harm's way. You know, all the things. I have gratitude. Because like, I pulled up. It could have been something different, but it wasn't. I have gratitude. I have gratitude. There's a fly in here. A mosquito. I have gratitude. So we have our chicken boiling in the pan. We cut our chicken, diced our chicken up. Again, this recipe is available to stream Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole on YouTube. Chinese, take-out tasty dish in 30 minutes. My ankles just started itching. Like, my ankles just started itching. I gotta look up the spiritual meaning for itchy ankles. What's the spiritual meaning? Itchy ankles. Yeah. So I had this experience. You know, like I said, I knew who my person, my divine counterpart, my husband would be since I was 9 years old. And I started this relationship with this gentleman in high school. And the soul was like, Ashley was all universally ordained. He was a safest space for you to experience your evolution, and you were a safe space, abundant, beautiful, magnificent space for him to experience his soul's evolution and growth. It's a greater conscious awareness of his God presence, his limitless potentials, his wellness, his balance, his abundance. I don't want to share this because the universe told me something about me and this gentleman that I don't want to share. I don't. The universe told me this shit. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be joking. You gotta be joking. The universe told me we're cousins, like, down the line. Like, it's like, baby, like, generations removed. Like, you know, like, generations, like, you know, it's like we couldn't, like, you know, we had to pull up Ancestry.com to figure it out. Like, that, you know. I was like, universe, like, you telling me this now? Like, we would have told you back then. I'd be like, oh my God. Ooh. Exactly. That's why we just telling you it now. That's wild. When I was in my soul healing and the universe told me that, I was like, what? Soul said, yes, Ashley, believe it. I was like, whoa, shit. I was like, whoa. Man, this is like over the last 2-3 years. I got this divine revelation, this fear when I was healing about this. Like, hey, y'all are cousins. Like, y'all got to pull up Ancestry.com and figure it out. The branch is going to go out far, but y'all are cousins. And the universe is more commonplace than the universal forces and ancestral forces saying this is more commonplace than we realize. Okay, so don't feel so bad, Ashley. Okay. I can't believe I said that. I had to get off my chest, though. I had to get that off my chest because I heard that in spirit. Somebody else got to hear this, too. Like, the spirit just told me this, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to put it at. I don't have pockets. I can't put it in my pocket. I don't know what to do with that. And we came together to heal father wounds together. Heal father wounds. We had this. Now, hindsight's 2020. I can look back at this and I can see this because we had conversations like a couple times about his father, and I saw his disposition. He didn't know about my father, but my biological father wasn't present in my life. So, I hindsight's 2020. I can look back at. I can see, okay, we were healing these patterns in our humanism, the father wounds and things. So, okay, I can see that. I can see that, universe. I feel it. I see it. All right, y'all. We got to get our ingredients and our songs. I know that's heavy, baby. Spirit told me that. I was like, whoa. So I have a greater appreciation with every person I've ever experienced. Instead of being in my ego and being like, you hurt my feelings. I feel that too. I look at that too, but I try to lead back into the wisdoms, to garner the wisdoms, divine wisdoms. Divine. Hey, y'all came together because it was safe. It was divinely orchestrated. Y'all are healing father wounds and many other wounds. Y'all cousins, y'all got to pull up ancestry.com. It's like, baby, generations out. It's more commonplace than y'all know in humanism. I was like, shoot, dang. We got a baby. My other couple relationships I had, but that's a lot. We got other 2 relationships. We got it's really like 3, but one of them we didn't consummate intimately like that. So I don't really count it like that. But I do look at it and I started healing it up. But we got to do this, right, one per life, and I hope you're garnering wisdoms and garnering the courage to deep dive in your inner space and learn and grow from your own experiences to come, I'm being serious, to become, greater consciously aware of your God, Goddess presence, so your wellness, balance, limitless potentials, limitless wisdoms in which you are, in which all is. One per life, one relationship status, one relationship dynamic per life. But we only got 3 more lives to go. Like really 2, but like 3 lives to go, baby. Period. And my soul be like, hey, Ashley, you sitting on your pedestal, like, good. No, that's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. That's a lot. I don't remember that country song like that. We'll try it again. That's something to be proud of. That's something to hang your head on. That's not what he says, but that's how the melody goes. That country song. Like, I got fingers to spare. Body count low. Sorry, family members, but I've been my sacred vessel. I've been real, conscious about where it goes. Period. My soul's like, that's something to be proud of in your realm. I would go running outside instead of, I'll go walk outside or something, go eat some donuts. My soul's like, that's really what you did. You baby, your food was where you went. Period. I go eat some donuts, go walk outside on the boardwalk, go eat some donuts, go see a movie. By myself. I do that before anything else. I do. That's how I regulated my energy in this realm. Those are the patterns I leaned into to regulate my energy in this realm. Donuts, sweets, food. I'm a foodie. You call it being a foodie. That makes it more cute. I'm a foodie. Donuts, Indian food. Movies, going to see movies, baby. Cinemark, South Park Meadows, Tuesdays, $5 discount day. I'm not even in Austin anymore. I'm not in Austin right now at this time, but it's all good. Food, walking outside, Lady Bird Lake, the boardwalk. Y'all go walk for me. Y'all go walk out on the boardwalk. It's so beautiful and powerful and healing. Y'all go walk out there for me, people that are in Austin. Y'all go take a walk for me because I'm not there. Now I literally have like ponds in the neighborhood that I walk around the tracks, like the ponds, like literally in the backyard. So God did me right, but I'm saying I don't have the Lady Bird Lake situation, and it's so beautiful and abundant. Y'all go walk for me. So and shit, I'm glad this is my assignment. Because, shoot, everybody's assignment is their assignment. I'm not judging nobody. I can't, because we're one. I can, and I have in the past, I'll be honest. But I'm getting up out of that, because I don't want that to be my, I understand we all have our own assignment, our own missions, to grow and evolve our energies into more wellness and balance. To contribute to no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, Kardashian scale, type 1, type 2, type 3, galactic culture of humanity, colony. We all, our lives, the way we live our lives, the way we experience ourselves and our lives and each other in every moment is contributing towards the evolution of humanity, wellness, balance, second coming of Christ, divine remembrance that we're all God, Goddess, limitless, having a human experience, limitless human experience. So, like, no shame to anybody. If you need your fingers and your toes. That's a joke. If you need your fingers and your toes and a piece of paper to write down the rest of the names, that's, baby, baby, claps. That girl, period. Sir, period, baby. Do that thing. Divine evolution in action. That's what that is. So, no judgment. No judgment zone. No judgment zone. We know better. Hey, we know better. No judgment zone. No judgment zone. We divine presence. We divine presence. Hey, I need to do a mixtape. I'm really thinking about doing a mixtape, baby. No judgment zone. We know better. We know better. Divine presence. Divine presence. So, y'all, we have our chicken. Boiled little chicken chunks, and we put a half a cube of our caldo de tomate con sabor de pollo, our tomato bouillon with chicken flavor. Y'all know I've been testifying about this. It's delicious. I'm gonna buy some. I'm actually gonna go to the store later tonight and get some more bouillon because I'm running low. Running low on the bouillon. I thought it'd be a good switch out. Normally I'll go to the store in the morning. I thought it'd be a good switch up to go to the store at night. I was like, okay, let's make it like a little trip. Let's make it a little fun, spontaneous. Let's go tonight. Let's go. And I walk to the store. It's like a mile and change for my exercise. And I actually manifested this because I would think about this like a long time ago. I was like, I wish the store was walkable distance. And now it's walkable distance. So I walk to the grocery store, to Kroger's. I'm in the greater Houston area. Maybe it might be lesser Houston area because I don't know what's, it might be lesser Houston. That's funny. Oh, you know where I was? That's funny, lesser Houston area. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the Houston area, but I don't know if it's greater Houston or lesser Houston. Because it's not like, if you know where I was, you'd be like, well, that's really funny and clever, Ashley. I know. I don't want to say, universe, like, just say it. No. I don't know. I'm really, about my location. I don't like saying it like that, my location. But like, I'm in the Houston area. Like, I jump on I-10, I'll be in Houston in like 5 minutes. It's really like 10, but it could be like 5. It's really like 20, 30, honestly. To be downtown Houston, it'd be like 20, 30 minutes. To be like Houston area, like 5 minutes. 5, 10, so say like 10 minutes. I jump on I-10. I don't know if I'm in the lesser Houston area or the greater Houston area. That's funny. So we got the half a cube of bouillon, and I'm gonna walk to the store later, get some more bouillon for funsies. Walking at night. I haven't walked at night in a long time. And when I walk at night, I pray, I meditate. It's so therapeutic and powerful. Under the moon, it's powerful. I haven't done it in a while, so I'm gonna do this tonight after I eat later. Anyways, make life fun. So like however your simulation works out, it's all part of divine evolution. And I'm proud of you. Seriously. Seriously and truthfully. Truthfully and seriously. So I have our tomato bouillon. I'm about to add some itchy ankles. What that mean? What does it mean? Babe, my ankles started itching like I got mosquito bites on my ankles. Like just like that's what it feels like. We got our sweet and sour sauce. We have our bouillon sweet and sour sauce. Just a little bit. Not too much. Not too much. Just a little bit. 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 Oh, my ankles is itchy. So these are the things I pray about and I get divine revelations about. Now, you know, I keep my girlfriend group. We became friends in the 8th grade, and we're gonna get our girls trip on eventually. Whenever it's divinely aligned, universally assigned, we're gonna get the gang back together. Universally aligned, universally assigned. Yeah. We gotta rewrite our, when we do that, y'all just keep it in your spirit. I'm not putting any pressure, because I know I used to be like type A, micromanage. I'm not putting any pressure. But we gotta redo our theme song. We gotta write new lyrics, new bars. We're older now. More wiser. We gotta demonstrate it. I'm not gonna sing it. The world don't even know it like that. I mean, this, you know, clandestine, top secret. I'm just kidding. That's funny. Oh shoot! I know they remember. I know they remember. B double O. Dang! I don't want to embarrass anybody. Y'all embarrassed? We checking the ethers. Y'all embarrassed? Okay. Dang, we were in high school when we wrote that. B-double-O-M, cause guys love initials. Groupies on our swag, cause Boom Squad so official. When we in the room, you know the damn dizzle. You ain't hotter than us, cause girl, you don't sizzle. We gotta write new bars. We need new group song. Just keep it on your spirit. No pressure. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of healing and evolution. I'm really glad to be aligned with the spiritual remembrance that everywhere I've ever shown up is divinely mandated, divinely orchestrated, divine beauty, divine mastery, divine wisdom. Everywhere we ever show up is divine, divinity and evolution. So, to grow us into more divine wisdom and remembrance. Again, balance out our energies, garner wisdoms from everything we experience. Do self-acceptance, self-love. Unconditional self-acceptance, unconditional self-love. Oh. So we have our chicken. I'm just putting the rice on. I don't know why it took me so long to put this rice on, because we were doing a lot of talking. Let me grab this rice. Put my rice and boil my rice. Normally I have my rice boiled by now. I would baked it. We would have been about ready to play. So yeah. I'm super excited. I'm winding. This is the last. What's today? I'm winding down. I've been on a 30-day love, eat, pray break, where I haven't been editing or producing new Kingdom Things podcast transmissions or Oneness Connection transmissions. I've been going live, and I'll post the lives as the weekly releases. So I'm excited. In a couple of days, October 1st, I'm getting back to my regular scheduled programs where I'm posting regular content original podcast, original Oneness Connection Powwow sessions. Baby, I had to have gotten bitten up by mosquitoes. I took Hazel out to walk before we came in here. My legs just eating. My legs are itching like they got ate up by mosquitoes. Yeah, I'm winding down my Love Eat Pray back to transmissions. Baby, these transmissions are great. I hated to hold them like that, but it needed to do that because I needed to go on my 30. I was scheduled for a 30-day Eat Love Pray. I channeled Neville Garter. That'll be the first transmission Monday episode. The first Monday of October will be the Kingdom Things podcast. I channeled Neville Garter. Powerful transmission, powerful divine remembrances. Psh, beautiful. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. And then we got a powerful Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment coming out the first Wednesday of October. Powerful. That one I already recorded. I just had to hold it off until after the 30 days. 30 days. Baby, we was channeling Oneness Connection. We was channeling so many ancestral forces, and they were giving healing frequencies. We were healing together, humanity and ancestral forces. Because I'm manifested as a modern day human in our dimensionality. So when they connect with my energy, like it's really connecting with all of us because we're truly one energy manifested as many differences, variances, abstract contrasts to create evolution. So I've been Oneness Connection. I've been healing with the ancestral forces, Mary Magdalene, Rabbi Yeshua, Lubber Richard Rabbi, gosh darn, extraterrestrials, interdimensional beings, like all types of baby, divine wisdoms, divine remembrance. It's heavy. So that's what we're going to get. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, available to stream for free on YouTube. Do not replace any of my content with your professional medical advice. Any of it. Any of it. Don't replace it. Any of the professional medical advice. But we healing against the divine wisdoms, divine remembrances. Like me being able to explain or share the wisdoms about like vibration and how reality is truly vibrational and not linear time patterning as we perceived it, as we've been taught, we've been utilizing as a resource of how to experience this reality. The reason why I can share that is because I've been healing myself in the inner space and I channel the wisdoms from the soul. Like you can be your future now. You can be your future self, that you would be in 200 years. You can be that person now. Just set the intention to raise your vibration to align with that vibration to bring your future self into the present moment. That's what I be doing. That's why I'm on magical and things. That's why I'm on magical. Seriously. No. 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 Ooh, our sauce then thickened up. Turn that off and then stir it up. Wash off this rice, put it in the pot. So I'm working on a new album. Baby, I've been out of commission. I mean, I haven't been able to produce music because my newer computer, like gratefully, by the grace of God, I've had another laptop for years. And that one still works, so I've been using that to edit content and post content, thankfully. But I've been having to wait to get my newer computer to produce music again. But I have started. For this album, I started doing writing sessions. I do my writing sessions separate from the music production sessions, and I have actually 2 writing sessions posted. You can go watch those writing sessions. They're mystical, magical, divine, and all the things as well. Hey, Jared. They're mystical, magic, and divine, and all the things as well. You can go watch this, baby. It gets wild. I kind of want to tell. No, I'm not gonna tell you. Y'all can go watch the session. It gets wild, cause let's break the ice. Cause I think I'm nervous about people actually singing it because of this divine revelation I got. So on the first musical writing session, we wrote the song Right Now. We channeled in spirit the song Right Now from the heart space, from the soul. The song is called Right Now. It's gonna be on the album. It's gonna be on the album Self Love from Formless to Form. Because we're all limitless, infinite energy of formless, omnipotent God presence, and we come into form. And we love. It's our job. It's our duty. It's our divine purpose to love ourselves in every way that we show up, every way we perceive ourselves, from our omnipotent divine wisdoms that are beyond our, that we're teaching to our human or our form. We're remembering to our human art form. And everywhere that our human art form shows up, every predicament, every situation, everything, self-love, loving ourselves unconditionally to garner the wisdoms and divine evolution from it. Rapid divine evolution as university aligned, university assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, to help assist with experiencing, meeting the 2033 Kingdom Things Podcast, Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, Kardashev scale, type 1, type 2, type 3, galactic planetary earth colony. So, I say that to say, I got a divine revelation, and I shared it in the first writing session, and I was telepathically communicating with my twin flame, and other dimensions of himself. His omnipotent presence was tapping in. It got spiritually a little hectic. It was a lot. I was overwhelmed. I was like, shit. I was like, shoot. I gotta stop cursing. I was like, shoot. Cursing so much. I was like, shoot. Right? And then I started to share the divine wisdom, because I got a divine wisdom from spirit. They're like, Ashley, we want you, because they wanted me to open up to how omnipotent and beautiful reality is beyond what I perceive it to be any moment. They're like, Ashley, this is how we perceive y'all. Like, this is how you think you think you're just talking all eloquently, all beautifully on this live. Like, we perceive you in a different way. I don't want to do it. I'm nervous. I'm not going to do it here, but y'all can go watch the video, because I give the explanation of how spirit perceives us. The first session of Ashley-Nicole Music, Self-Love, from Formless to Form, Self-Love, the album. The verse writing session is posted. The first song right now is 2 different videos. They're posted right now. Mystical and Magical. And Spirit's like, this is how we see you. And I actually did it. I was like, dang. I was like, well, I actually did that. And I kept it in the video. I was like, I got to be authentic to my journey, my evolution. So, yeah. That happened. So, my new computer is on its way in the mail. It's not gonna be here until like October 13th to the 27th. Baby, I paid. Like, I'm not tripping, because I finally got the computer, so I'm not gonna be upset. But I did the Amazon Prime, like the $1.99 for 7 days to get expedited next day shipping. And I went to the next page and said it won't be there till October 13th to the 27th. I said, what? But I was like, let me just be in gratitude, because I know it's a divine purpose. I'm sure it's because like when I started getting in the studio and creating music, baby, I be tunnel mode. I be tunnel vision. I be going. I'm sure it's a divine reason why my computer won't be here to the 13th to the 20th, October 13th to the October 13th to the 27th. I'm sure it's a divine reason. I'm not gonna get upset like that. I was a little disgruntled, but I was like, I know it's a divine reason, divine orchestration. I'm not even gonna get mad like that, because when I start making this album, start producing these, I know I'm gonna be tunnel vision mode. So it's probably a divine reason. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be mad like that. Like this. This sauce is a little watery. Let me see what I can do about it. Let me taste. Let me go ahead and put my rice on. I'm playing. Let me put my rice on. I got hungry. Baby, the hunger stomach then rose up. Get my rice in here. Yeah, so I know I'm gonna be tunnel mode, so I'm excited to get my computer. Start producing my studio sessions, and baby, those are really cool too. We get wild in there too. We get mystical. When I say wild, I mean magical and mystical, powerful. So on this album, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube, Afro Melanated Face, subscribe. This album, from formless to form, self-love from formless to form. I'm doing the writing session separately, pre-production, publishing those, and then we'll do the live studio session. So I'll go live on the channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I'll go live on the channel for the music production sessions. And I saved them there. Like, the first album I started doing this, going live, was the last album I produced, A Story Worth Telling. So last album I produced. And I started doing the sessions live. Because, like, if I tell people how I make music, they probably wouldn't believe it. Because my music is really great. I'm not going to lie. I'll let myself hold it. I let myself hold it. Because God's like, don't get out here. Once I activate you into your divine presence, don't get out here and tell everybody you did it by yourself. Like, this is God moving to you, through you, as you. Just like all y'all are God moving to you, through you, as divine presence. To align with the energies, that remember his thought patterns, that that we are limitless. Nothing is impossible. We can make the impossible possible. God's like, don't go out here and tell folks you just did off the strength of your genius, your prodigy. So it's like, if I tell people how I make music, they would not believe me. So I started recording my sessions. And I like watching them back too, because I get a lot of divine revelations and I share it in the sessions. So I'll be in the spirit, heavy divinating. I'll just be healing in my inner space, and I'll create the music. And I started mixing my own music. Hey. And I've talked about this a couple times. It's been so fun, because I'll be in the studio, and the mixers that I work with, I love them, and I have so much gratitude for Spitshine Studios. I work with Spitshine Studios in Austin. I love them. Like, if I'm manifesting it. When I go back to Austin, I'm gonna do a studio session again at Spitshine for whatever song I'm working on. I do want to do this. Full circle moment. I work with Bruce Bang, iMix in Houston. Great experience. I loved it. Professional, beautiful, abundant, really cool, dope. Like, into music, into the sound. I just love it. I love this. Me and my friend, we had a duo, girl group, Risha in London. We went to Spitshine. We also went to Track Majors, and that was a fun experience. It's a cool experience. It's fun and cool, abundant. So I have gratitude, and every time I'm in the studio, I would ask questions. I would ask questions and things, and that was a part of that was like my soul, baby. Has foresight what's going to happen in 1 trillion years. So that was my soul preparing me for when I started mixing and mastering my own music. And I love doing it. I love doing it because, like, shoot. Because I set intentions on how I want the music to sound. And so it's like, how do you want the song to sound? Like, I want to do this. Like, the first album that it's like solid mixing. And I'm like, the first album that I feel like is my, like, first best, like, solid mix. Like, I love it through and through. Evolution. God, that's the second album I started mixing. That's the second album I mixed. The first album I mixed was Goddess Themes. And, I was learning. I was in my bag, in my groove. And then the second album, I was like, I saw the soul was like, how do you want it to sound, Ashley? I was like, I want to do different things with my voice, use different textures in my voice. I want the mixing to just be beautiful, magical, all the things. So Evolution, the EP, it's now streaming Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Go to the playlist section, you'll see Evolution. I love that whole album. It's so magical. What's my favorite song? I don't think that's my favorite song, universe. Love Part 1. Love Part 2. Love Part 2. I'm gonna sing it. I haven't sang this song, performed it. But we about to do it right now. So Love Part 2, the first song is Love, L-O-V-E, all caps L-O-V-E. This song was, I wasn't recording my sessions live yet. I wasn't recording or pre-recording my sessions. This session was so mystical and magical. It was so magical because I was in spirit heavy, just healing and things. This is L-O-V-E, not Love Part 2, but L-O-V-E, Evolution the album. Evolution, the EP, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. So I was in the spirit heavy, I was healing and things, and I was talking to ancestral forces, and they were like, whoa, you're really sentient. Like, you can perceive us? He's like, you're super sentient. Like, you can perceive, you can speak to us, have a full-blown conversation, like, you're really sentient. I was like, yes. And we started making a song, putting the healing energies into the song. I've been around the world. I'm talking many generations. Many generations, many different faces, plenty races. Safe to say no one loves quite like you. To do the things you do. Deeper intimacy is what I pray for. And I hope you say, me too. I've been around the world. Talking many different races. Many different faces. I changed up the melody a bit. But that's love, L-O-V-E. And Spirit was like, dang, like our energy, because we truly want energy, like been around the world, much evolution, and like the human being, 2033 prophecy, Kardashian scale, type 1, type 2, type 3, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. The beings that create this reality, which is all of us, super sentient, divine wisdom bearing, embodied beings. So I'm in the future creating this song. It's like, shoot, in the future, in the present moment. Energy is flowing through. It's like, I've been around the world. I'm talking many generations, many different faces, plenty races. Safe to say, no one loves quite like you. Or like you're an evolved sentient version of the ancestors, of your ancestors. You're a more sentient version, or you're more consciously aware of your divine presence, your divine wisdoms, your ability to communicate with your omnipotent presence as your omnipotent presence. So shamanism, multidimensionality, psychic, ESP, that's how it manifests. Practically shamanism, psychic abilities, ESP, channeling. I've been around the world talking many different races, many generations, plenty faces. Safe to say, no one loves quite like you. No one can do the things you do, hey. Deeper intimacy is what I pray for. And I hope you say, me too, hey. I've been around the world. I'm talking plenty races. Plenty faces, many generations. I was like, shoot. I was like, dang. Very powerful energies and wisdom. So that's love, L-O-V-E. So love part 2. I asked my soul, I said, how do we want to experience love in this? I'm checking on my food. I asked my soul, I was like, how do we want to experience love in this reality? Like, I'm activating into my goddess presence. That's an infinite journey. I was like, now that I'm more wise, more evolved, like, how do I want to experience love in my goddess presence? That's why I channeled love part 2. And my soul like channeled it to me. Because I'm like, I need help. So like, tutor me, counsel me, guide me, shape me, grow me. So it came into the song. I channeled the song. The song came out. This is Love Part 2, Evolution the EP, Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. I know you're super in autonomous with ancient energies running through your vessel. Yeah. I know you feel deeper. We're more mobile. Spiritual rovers. Kingdom pass holders. Yin and yang leveled. I put that on the bezel. How do I tell you? How do I? Mysterious. Love so mysterious. What does it mean to me? Watching you breathe. Knowing that you be. Is love certainly? What does it mean to me? Love so mysterious. My soul said love is mysterious. But I know that since you exist, I know that we exist. That's love. Watching, knowing that you are, you exist, you be, you breathe. That's love. Ooh. Conundrum avoided. Soul's like, the fact that you exist is love. Love is mysterious. I was like, dang. I was like, whoa. So that's Love Part 2. It's streaming Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. Subscribe. Evolution the EP. That's the first music. That's the first album that I mixed. I'm like, I'm really, really super duper proud of this mix. This, all that. I was like, yeah. So I'm working on self-love from formless to form. I'm excited. I'm gonna pre-record the writing sessions and then live stream. Mosquitoes bit me up, baby. Live stream the production sessions. We're almost done with our dinner. we put our rice on super late. Put our rice on super late. Evolution in the EP, I wrote a song to my twin flame. Actually, our soul wrote the song to me through me. Because I was like, baby, I was in the thick of it. Thick of healing. The thick of healing. Soul healing, mind, body, soul healing. In the thick of it, baby. Mind, body, soul, spirit healing in the thick of it. I was just like going through it that day. And my soul was like, let's put it in a song. Actually, let's heal and put it in a song. So I created Letter to My Twin Flame. It's a song. It's Evolution the EP on YouTube. Letter to My Twin Flame. Now the first cover that I did, I used my vision board. The cover, I think, is it still like that? Is it still like that? And that just block his face out? I think it might still be like that. I published it again where I blocked his face out. Because when I was in 2017, my soul said, hey, Ashley, make a vision board. Because I was running out of steam. I was kind of super depressed. My soul said, hey, make a vision board. It was all divinely guided, divinely aligned. And there was a picture of my twin flame on my vision board. And that's the cover to the song. But I think I might have put an emoji or something over his face. Or something like this. Or I might have republished it without the vision board. I think that's what I did. I think I republished it, the cover art not being the vision board. Anyways, I wrote A Letter to My Twin Flame. It's a song. It's Ashley-Nicole Music EP. Ashley-Nicole Music Evolution EP. Now I did say, once everything's out in the open, I was gonna republish the song with my vision board. My soul, I put my twin flames picture on the vision board because my soul was like, hey, because I was running, I was like I said, I was depressed. I was running out of steam. I put his face on my vision board. Baby, 2 years later, the soul's like, hey, message him on Instagram. The soul said, we gonna make sure he sees it. And we came into conscious awareness of each other. Now I knew he knew who I was. Our soul's trying to get me to message him in 2017. I was scared though. I was scared, so I didn't do it. In 2019, the soul was like, yeah, go message him. And he saw it. And we came into conscious awareness of each other. Because he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. That's why I knew where he was. I could have messaged him all the time. But I was scared. So I did it. I never messaged him because I was scared. I was trying to act like I was just like, he hasn't messaged me. Spirit, you got to bring him to me. Like, bring him to my DMs. Bring him to my DMs. But I was really scared. On the outside, bring him to my DMs. Like, bring him to my DMs. Inside, I'm scared. I gotta do it. Inside, I'm scared. I'll be honest. Universe, I was scared. So I said, we know we're very much so weird. Baby, they animated my body. I messaged him on Instagram. I never told this story on Facebook Live. I tell him in my podcast all the time. Every time I talk about, I told him this story in my podcast many times. I never told it on any lives platforms. I told y'all how my soul said 2018, hey, divine encounter, go celibate. We'll bring your divine counterpart in. I did it. Gabby Douglas flipped it. Simone Biles twisted. Gold medal Olympian did that. About 19 months later, my soul's like, message him on Instagram. It's like I was in my second apartment. I was about to go to bed. My soul said, message him on Instagram. I just said I can't do it. My baby, Holy Spirit, my soul animated my body. I got up. I said, I think we were made. I was there. I went to his Instagram DM. I said, I think we were made for each other. Send. I threw my phone. I was gonna think. I don't think he's gonna see it. The soul said, do not feed that thought. We're gonna make sure he sees it. He saw it. I knew he knew who I was though, because I felt it in my spirit heavy since like 2017, 2016, 2017. I felt it in my spirit heavy. I knew he knew who I was. I felt it in my spirit heavy. And some things transpired where it confirmed what I was feeling. I was like, babe, I knew it, but I was so scared. I was scared. The soul's like, what were you scared of, Ashley? I think he's asking, Ashley, what were you afraid of? Because I know you were with my person since I was 9 years old. And it was like, I've been following my heart space. I was following my heart. I knew he was my person since I was 9 years old. I was following my heart space, my heart, internal intuitive guidance to realize this soul vision, soul dream. Did I know how big it was? It was a part of the second coming of Christ, manifested heaven on earth. No, I didn't remember this. My soul didn't tell me yet. And I talked about that in the podcast. My soul didn't tell me that yet. Because it would have been too much for me to carry. I just knew, oh, that's gonna be your husband, 9 years old. So like all my life, I just grew up with this on my spirit, and I was like, shit, like I was afraid. I was like, I don't know what he knows. Like I could feel in my spirit he knows who I am. I was like, I don't know what he knows though. Like what does he know about our relationship? I didn't know what he knew, so I was afraid that he wasn't as dedicated or like spiritually like enthralled, attached, like invested is a word. I didn't know if he was as emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually invested as I am. So I was scared to like meet that answer. So I was like, I don't know. Sure enough, I did. We came into contact. I was catalyzed into my spiritual awakening journey. A lot of things in my reality got shuffled around for me to go within, to remember my divine presence, to be here, to be now, to be who I am in this moment. I was scared. But I wrote Letter to My Twin Flame. Whenever everything's out in the open, I'll republish it with the cover art to the song with the vision board that I had back in 2017 with his face on it. I was granted to make it in 2017. Had this picture of his face on it. A picture of him on the vision board. This is Letter to My Twin Flame, Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube, Evolution the EP. Let's go somewhere where it's peace and quiet. Don't know. Baby, I do this all the time. Let's go somewhere where it's peace and quiet. Won't plan to do much, just you and I. I know you said a lot and done a lot, it's over now. I know you ran away from home, here let's wear a crown. Let's go somewhere where it's peace and quiet. I thought I was doing it all alone. I thought I was doing it on my own. Meaning in my mirror made me reflect and introspect, giving a new meaning of full grown. I mean, feeling with new depth. I mean, feeling with every fiber in the chest. Raising the vibration to bring elevation to the family crest. Let's go somewhere where there's peace and quiet. Won't plan to do much, just you and I. I know you said a lot and done a lot, it's over now. I know you ran away from home, here let's wear a crown. Let's go somewhere where there's peace and quiet. That's Letter to My Twin Flame. I didn't sing all the verses. That's Letter to My Twin Flame. It's available at Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube, Evolution the EP. We're about done with our dinner. We're gonna plate it up. This is, you can find this recipe, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. I did an episode. Chinese takeout tasty dish in 30 minutes. I told a false narrative. There's some spices I didn't add. I need to add some salt in here. Little salt. A little bit of cayenne. Or red chili flakes. One of the two. Yeah, so we're about to play up this dish. What else did I want to add in here? We'll do the chili flakes. No, that'll be it. Instead of cayenne. This is perfect. I like the viscosity. I like it. It doesn't need cornstarch or flour. I like it. Deeper, Foremother. Yin and yang level. Me and my twin flames physical union, it's uncertain in a way that the universe is like, hey, Ashley, just let it play out the way it needs to and focus on your divine purpose, your divine mission. Because what's happening is when you co-create with God, the universal forces, it's an energetic thing. It's a vibrational thing. So if the vibration isn't right, the soul is like, we'll wait. It'll manifest when the vibration's right. The vibrations are right, are in alignment. Because I set intentions to be soul aligned, to be who God needs me to be in my highest timeline outcome. Let me be who all that most abundant presence that God needs me to be. I set these intentions, so I know my soul ain't finna let me walk into some shit that's less than that. Because I pray so heavy about being in my God Goddess presence. So however, me and my twin flames relationship works out in this tangible reality, it's divine orchestration. And I've learned to be okay with this. Before, I'd speak for myself, and it's like a human thing. Before, we would micromanage our evolution or our journeys, thinking we had to think through everything. We had to figure things out. God, the soul was like, hey, Ashley, heal yourself. Be your soul, divine soul presence from the inside, wellness and balance. Set your intentions and just expect it to be, because it is. And your journey to your greater perception of everything you experience is a part of your tangible reality in a multidimensional existence. So, I used to hold a disposition. I held the disposition like my success, because my motivation, my inspiration to come home to God, to remember who I am in God since I was a kid, was my divine union with my divine counterpart. I used to hold the disposition that, like, I used to feel like my success wasn't valid if we weren't in a tangible world relationship. Like, I used to feel like, why is my content, my books, my music, my presence, my podcast, why is it valid if we're not in a physical relationship the way I think it should go? And my soul, and I wrote this it's in my books. It's like, it's not anybody else, actually. It's you. Who you become, who you are, is your glory, is your testimony, is your joy. Be happy and content that you are who you are, and you've evolved into who you are, and you have infinite evolution to go. So I'll be candid. I speak my truth, share my truth, to grow into more wellness and balance in my truth, and to be testimony to encourage other people, inspire other people. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and Spotify. Baby, I get more candid over there. And we talk about things. Oneness, connection, energetic upliftment on YouTube. We talk about stuff, my music. I have vlogs. Got the vlogs. Got the live studio sessions pre-recorded. Well, live sessions, but I save them. But so when you go watch them, they'll be pre-recorded, not live. And then the pre-recorded writing sessions and the music, the albums. So it's been a super, super dope journey of self-love. And that's really what my books, my literature, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is a 3-part book series now available in the Amazon bookstore. The first 2 books, the first book is Coming Home, the Story of Asya. The second book is The Story of Asya, I'm Home. Asya is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which help her grow and evolve and remember her divine presence, who she is in God, and that she is the love. That's the story of Asya. Coming Home, the Story of Asya, followed by the Story of Asya, I'm Home. And my soul was like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. We're going to write these books to you so you remember who you are. That's where I channeled the books. And they're so powerful, mystical, and magical. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. It's a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to God inside. One soul, 2 bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime says that their love can't work. The books are prophetic. They will co-create a love and a life together. Which lifetime, under which circumstances? Now, if you're doing paperback copies mailed to your home, it's 2 bindings. The first 2 parts, Coming Home, the Story of Asya, followed by the Story of Asya, I'm Home, comes in one binding called Asya's Story. The third part, My Other Half, comes in a second binding, My Other Half. If you're doing digital downloads, it's 3 separate digital downloads, $29.97 plus tax for 3 downloads. Digital downloads, $29.98 plus tax for the 3 stories to be mailed in 2 bindings to your home. The best way I can direct you to get to my books, because there's other books with similar titles in the Amazon bookstore, just go to the latest Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips video transmission. Again, on YouTube or Spotify, go to the description and you'll see the links specified for the books, for paperback, as well as digital download. It's Asia's story. It's truly like it's my story in a different dimension. And it's something that humanity, we're all experiencing our own way, waking up to our divine presence, to remember us that everything we experienced was to grow us into more wellness and abundance, to be our Goddess presence, our most abundant existence, our promised lands, our divine inheritances, because the way we show up in reality manifests our reality. So, Amazon bookstore. So yeah, I used to be like, I had these limiting beliefs. Like I was working super hard in the spirit. I think I talked about it on here. Like every time I healed, and universal forces, hey Ashley, what do you want? Thank you for healing yourself up to help evolve divine creation, humanity, galactic creation. What do you want? I'm like, can you please go help my twin flame heal? I used to do this like incessantly the last 3 years. I would always do this. And now like cause God told me this is why, y'all. This is why. Cause I was supposed to. Because I said the last live, I said the way we perceive men is how they show up, manifest in reality. And it's the same. The soul's like, baby, go back and say that again, but say the whole story. It's the same way, vice versa. The way men perceive women is the way we show up. We have each other, like we have the power to co-create each other. So thinking, well, God's like, I need you to perceive everybody as limitless potentials so they can show up however I need them to show up, to evolve their presence, to help evolve all things. So... shoot, God told me, he said, hey, because I was supposed to. God was like, I channeled it in Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. The episode is titled Earth Camp. God was like I'm about to wake you to, I'm awakening to your divine presence. 1, and 2, I'm going to give you your divine inheritance, or who I created you to be in this season of your existence. So you know what to create with your thought patterns and your intention setting and your energy. Now, when I wake you up, I want to see what you're going to do with your person. Are you going to go help him heal, to help him awaken? Or are you going to go live your life and do whatever you want to do? So that's why, baby, every time somebody, universal forces come and ask me, hey, ancestral forces come and ask me, hey, what do you want, Ashley? Mrs. Limitless Potentials, helping everybody remember y'all limitless potentials, what you want. I said, please go help my twin flame wake up, help him heal, whatever he needs to heal, help him heal, please. Because I was afraid to go be successful without like knowing, like, is he good? Like, did I do what else? Because I told God I would. I told the divine presence, I'll make sure he gets up. He remembers that he's limitless potentials, no boundaries, no nothing. Supersede ancestral limiting beliefs or karma. Help him lift up out his karma, his ancestral limiting beliefs. I told the divine I would do this. So like I've had a lot of belief systems around what my success looks like and like what I deserve, basically, because the soul is like, baby, you deserve to be everything I created you to be. Abundance of success, wellness, balance. Also be content and happy with the fact that you exist. Because you're divine evolution and evolution. So it's been a whole thing. 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 You know, he has belief systems and paradigms. Because he's been famous for a long time. So he's like, he inherited these belief systems and paradigms. The soul wants me to say brass tacks. We're all truly one energy, and like the energies that he inherited, they're not the most balanced and well energies. But like whatever works for you, like if you've garnered a lot of success in whatever you do, you try to recreate that formula over and over again. What if that formula is the expired? And God's doing something different with all of creation. This goes for all of our lives. Everybody. We've been doing things a certain way because we're used to it. This is how we live. God's like, that's over. I'm uplifting all things. All of y'all got to raise up and be more. And supersede your boundaries. This is a journey of evolution of life, of existence, the way God created us to live life. To understand we were created to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness of our limitless potential, Limitless potentials, conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. To manifest a self that reflects limitless abundance, bonus, and balance. To manifest realities that reflects limitless abundance, bonus, and balance. Our dinner is almost. Let's plate up. 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 And I decided to just go with the hair wrap tonight, cause I was like, I want to, cause y'all, I started my weave journey in middle school. Y'all know I used to, but my friends that know me know I used to wear ponytails. Y'all call me, you know I used to wear ponytails. I started my weave journey in middle school. And then in high school, I did clip-in extensions as well as half wigs, right? And I did some sew-ins sometimes. And then I graduated, you know, I got older, graduated. This is my weave journey. I started going to the salon and getting my sew-ins. And baby, I was a sewing queen. Every 2 months, baby, I'm going for my new sew-in. In a way that I program my cells and my existence to think my beauty lied in my sew-in. I program my existence to believe my beauty lied in my weave, my hair, period. So I decided to go weaveless tonight and just have my hair wrapped up, because I want myself to be programmed like you're beautiful in every way that you show up. You're just as beautiful as when you have the weaves in and all the things. Message. Message. So yeah. So this is our... This is about to be good, y'all. And I need it. I'm hungry too. And I have Hazel down here looking at me like she finna get some. Hazel, you're not gonna guilt trip me into giving you a piece of chicken. I'm gonna eat all my chicken, Hazel. I'm gonna eat every piece of my chicken. Sometimes she be guilt tripping me. I'm like, okay, I'll give you some. I'm eating all my chicken. This dish, y'all, I'm really proud of it. Cause it's pantry. Y'all see we put a couple ingredients. The sweet and sour sauce, the bouillon, red chili pepper flakes, salt, pepper. Over the white rice. And the chicken, we boiled the chicken instead of sauteing it, because I didn't feel like making a mess out of the stove. So we boiled the chicken. Y'all, it's so good. The rice to chicken and sauce ratio is different. I'm gonna have to use a little off. I put a lot of rice in here. My soul said, actually, don't get that much rice. I was like, I want it. I want more rice. I want more rice. My soul said, actually, that's enough. And I put more rice in here, and this is exactly what my soul's talking about. So the rice to chicken ratio is off. I don't need y'all to judge me, though, about this. Because the ratio is better on the Magic Meals episode. Let me put the sauce in here. I'm going to put a little soy sauce on the side right here. You know, you get a snow cone. And I'm being extra right now. But you know, this is a sensation. We get a snow cone. You pour the snow. They might have to put a little... I'm about to put a little soy sauce in here like a snow cone. Because, baby, the rice to chicken ratio is off. But it does not look delicious, though. Doesn't it look delicious? Put some soy sauce right here. It's really good, y'all. And it smells and tastes like if you were to go get some Chinese takeout. It's so flavorful, like the Chinese takeout. Baby, I testify about this. It's so good. Y'all, if you want to run the episode back, if you want to run the recipe back without having to watch this whole live, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. The experience... I know, y'all, it's not a lot of ingredients, but it's an experience to cook with me in the kitchen. It's a whole abundant experience. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. Yes. That's not nice. That's not nice, though. It's not nice. Okay, y'all, about to finish up this love. Finish up this love. I'm glad I was honest with my journey. A lot of these stories I haven't told at all. I just many of these stories I haven't told at all. I haven't said out loud. So it felt good to get off my chest and let my testimony be somebody else's medicine, healing, soul healing experience. All right, y'all, we talked about the literature, the books at Amazon Bookstore, Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. Go to the latest episode of Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and Spotify. Subscribe, follow to join the Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, Journey to a Healed and Balanced Human Culture of Planet Earth. We also have Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment, Powwow sessions. We heal the inner space, our energy with the ancestral forces. Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment is available to stream for free on YouTube. We also have Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips available to stream on YouTube. Whatever the ancestors tell us to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put to the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips available to stream on YouTube. My music, Ashley-Nicole Music, 9+ albums, vlogs, studio sessions, writing sessions. Slow Down Sundays. I do chopped and screwed mixes. Slow Down Sundays. I said I was gonna do that every Sunday, baby. I fell off on that, and I'm pick it up when I'm supposed to, because I do a lot of stuff. Y'all see, I be healing and things. But we have the Slow Down videos still there. Where I do the Slow Down mixes. I'm from Texas. DJ Screw, Rise and Heavily, Multidimensional, Divine Existence, Transition, is all the things. Alive in Peace. I'm from Texas, so I love chopped and screwed music. So Slow Down Sundays, I curate playlists and I slow them down. You'll see that playlist. You'll see this playlist, Ashley-Nicole Music, on YouTube. I love you. Oh yeah, I have an animated series and a live series. I'll See a Story, the animated series, is available to stream on YouTube. Again, you can go to AP Short Stories on YouTube, the YouTube channel, subscribe. If you're having trouble finding it, go to the latest episode of latest Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips episode. Go to the description and you'll see where you can get to the link to go to the YouTube channel to stream I'll See a Story, the animated series. The multidimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of, I channel into the animated series. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about how the animated series was manifested. When I was channeling, writing, the soul's writing the books to me, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, I was like, this would be really cool. I got the divine creation inspiration. This would be really cool as an animated series, I'll See a Story. I was like, dang, I don't know how to do this. The soul walked me through it. I started on Animaker. I would make little clips and stuff. Animaker, I post them on the Instagram page. AP Short Stories on Instagram. And then I found Plotagon. And I started creating clips. I posted AP Short Stories on YouTube. And I started creating whole episodes, animated series episodes using Plotagon animation software. So we have I'll See a Story, the animated series, available to stream on YouTube. And I'm actually working on a movie, I'll See a Story, the movie, animated movie. I'm working on it. That'll be posted on the YouTube channel shortly, soon enough, divinely timed. So subscribe to AP Short Stories on YouTube. And again, I channel my multidimensional experiences, multidimensional wisdoms into the animated series. It's really powerful, beautiful, abundant offering to humanity. And then I have a live series called Out of the Box. My soul's like, hey, Ashley, do you want to act still? I said, yes. Soul said, follow your inner space. Let's get it shaking, manifested, created with wellness, abundance, as universally aligned. Universally signed for the upliftment, regeneration of all things. I co-created with Universal Forces, the soul, Out of the Box. Out of the Box it's 5 episodes available to stream. Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Go to the playlist section. You'll see Out of the Box. I'm about to enjoy my meal. Y'all see this? It's so good. It's so delicious. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Choose to get that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you be, embody your limitless potentials more consciously. I'm going to see y'all later.